I want you to just think about your watch later list for a second, or that folder of bookmarks you have been adding to for months. We all have it. We see a cool tutorial or a deep dive and we save it, and in that moment, we feel like we actually did something. It's a weird trick our brain plays on us. We feel like because the information is right there on our screen, it's also in our head, but it's not. The internet has basically made us really good at finding things, but really bad at knowing things. We're addicted to that feeling of saving knowledge. We buy the courses, we subscribe to the newsletters, we watch the 40-hour masterclasses, and every time we click save, we get that tiny hit of dopamine. Our brain thinks we're making progress, but you're not a master, you're just a librarian. First up, you don't even understand yet. You're just collecting keys to doors you haven't even walked through. The thing is, watching someone else do something is easy. When you watch a pro build an app or fix a bug, it looks smooth, everything makes sense while they're explaining it, and because it makes sense in that moment, you tell yourself, yeah, I got this, but you don't. You're just a spectator. It's like watching a high level pro player in whatever game you're playing right now. You can watch them play for 1,000 hours. You can learn every move they make and every strat they use. But the second you jump into a match yourself, you're going to get cooked. Why? Because your hands don't have the memory. Your brain hasn't actually struggled with the problem yet. Tech is the same way. Watching a tutorial is just watching someone else play, and we have become obsessed with watching because we're terrified of actually failing. I remember when I thought I was finally getting it. I had finished a few big courses, I had all the notes, I felt like I was ready to build something real. So I sat down, I opened a blank project, no tutorial open on the side, no code to copy, just me and the screen, and I realized I couldn't even get started. I couldn't remember how to do the basic setup. I felt like an idiot. I had spent all the time learning, but the second the training wheels came off, I couldn't even balance the bike. That's when it hit me. I wasn't getting better, I was just getting better at copying. I was addicted to that feeling of being smart without actually doing the work that makes you smart. I was avoiding the struggle because the struggle is annoying and the internet is built to make sure you never have to be annoyed. The worst part about all this is how the internet has killed our struggle muscles. Think about it. The second you hit a wall, what's the first thing you do? You tap out, you Google the answer, you ask an AI to write the code for you, you go back to the tutorial to see what you missed. We have lost the ability to just sit with a problem. Back in the day, you had to figure it out. You had to trial and error your way through it until it finally clicked, and that clicking moment is where the actual learning happens. That's when your brain actually builds the pathways. But now, if we aren't successful in 30 seconds, we think we're bad at it. We think we aren't talented enough. So we run back to the safety of a video where someone else does it for us. We're trading our long-term skills for short-term comfort. So, how do you actually fix this? Honestly, it's simple, but it's not easy. You have to make things harder for yourself. You have to intentionally create friction. If you watch a tutorial, fine, but the second it's over, close the tab, delete the code you just copied, and try to build it again from memory. Even if you fail, especially if you fail, spend an hour staring at a bug without googling it. Force yourself to read the documentation instead of watching the quick fix video. You have to get comfortable with being annoyed. You have to be okay with the blank screen, because the more you struggle, the more you actually own the knowledge. The internet is a great library, but it's a terrible brain. Don't let it think for you. Use the tool, but don't become one of them. Stop being a librarian. Stop saving things you're never going to use.